Yes, I'm so excited. I'm just, yeah, 2-1, 2-1. We are 47-31 on the year. There's a lot going on right now. There's a lot happening in the first inning, and we seem to be all over it, right? No runs, yes runs. We guarantee you one of each. And the third one, well, that's up to me. But at least you're locked in. If you're coming here for a YRFI or for an NRFI, you're locked in. So we thank the two winners last night. We understand that we can't get them all the time, but we're back now trying to get them all the time, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So you go ahead, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, please, as we welcome in now 75K on our push to 100K for the NFL season. I am going to get the screen up, start bumping around some N and maybe Y RFI plays, depending on what happens. But since we always remind you what's happening with the Odd Shopper Premium tool itself, how about 70% off? 70% off. Links below, family. Here's the big, all right? You know what I love to do? It's just look at money being made. You ever just sit back and watch your money being made? This is the process. This is actually money being made, not your money working for you. I want you to understand there's a big difference, right? This is not your money working for you. This is the process of money being made right now. We open up with a couple of YRFIs, which means I owe you an in. I do. There will be a run scored in Texas, the big old state of Texas. This is a pretty decent pitching matchup, too. Kevin Gausman versus Martin Perez, but Perez is actually going to get thumped at home. Can Texas, as we saw last night, it's not easy. Good pitcher, not easy. Can they be a little more patient? Can they stretch this thing? Can they actually draw a walk, which is difficult against Gausman? Gausman is not is invincible on anything in these lines. He's not wearing a suit of armor. On the road against an aggressive Texas team, draw a walk, get a single. We've saw contact. It wasn't K Central last night. Draw a walk, make some contact. You can get on the bag. We are not concerned at all about Toronto returning the favor, or at least getting up. Toronto's actually, depending on the line that you're going to get here, and I can tell you what the line is on Caesars, as we are on Caesars, minus 140. Shop, because they may be a good candidate for one of those up 2-run promos that I write about on Odd Shopper. That's just not this book. That's all. The other Y in the house, Pittsburgh at Milwaukee. Now, we talked about the pitching matchup, granted, as daunting as it seems for the Jays and Rangers bats. You've got Julio Teheran up there on the mound at home for Milwaukee. Rich Hill, I know Rich has turned the clock back at times. But even still, despite all of the heroics and games in which you faded his K prop only to be busted, either solo or parlay, still at 21.5, shading a red 7.4 walk rate. It's not enough to dominate a Milwaukee team at home in that top half of the inning. Meaning, if it's a walk, if it's contact, he's going to have to make some pitches. He's not striking this top third of the lineup out 1, 2, 3 for Milwaukee. So you're going to see some guys up there at the top make him work. And walk rates have been pretty good so far, meaning that they're just doesn't mean an automatic walk. It just means they're patient enough to make it happen. All right, just to remind you, you know about the 70% off. I know, 70% off your first month. It's insane. All right, insane. So there's a link below. It's super easy. It's super simple. Before we get out of here, as always, I'm going to give you some home run plays. But before that, I owe you an NRFI, and it's coming in the form here. It's going to come here in Oakland. I was hoping maybe we'd get just a little bit of a number, just a touch, just a small smidgen to pinch, if you will. They shut your boy Salt Bay down. So no more pinch of salt for a $99 milkshake in Manhattan. What are they going to do? Oakland right now is in the midst of a tear, right? Even on a run line cover, that's especially what it is. So how does JP Sears fare against a Phillies team on the road, West Coast, waking up, bats, what have you, put up another 5 spot. Even though that was one of our winners, and NRFI was one of our winners yesterday. Granted, Aaron Nola was on the hill. It's going to be a little more difficult for Taijuan Walker, but Taijuan is actually okay in this spot. The A's haven't magically changed anything or everything where all of a sudden in this win streak or cover streak, if you will, they're putting up 10 to 8 to 7. It's not like you're going back and forth and seeing this amazing run of runs themselves. So things are going to take a little bit. In fact, I actually like the under in this game, 8.5, especially at 105. But for us, it's an NRFI. No Walker, no Sears runs given up, maybe a walk. You'll probably see the A's hit into a double play and end the inning, and your sweat is over. See, you didn't even need to lose any weight on this sweat, okay? Can I let you know what's happening at Caesars before I give you some home run props? Is that okay? Told you about this deal. Have to be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Let's say you have anywhere from $1,000 to $1,250 that you want to put in as your first deposit on Caesars. You're not on Caesars for whatever single reason, and I think you should be on Caesars because it's another book you can take advantage of. So you see all that there, right? What if I put 12? You can do this. You can do this on a parlay. Your first bet, whatever you want it to be. I just hit you with that. $1,250. If you miss, Caesars will refund that bet to your account. If you miss. If you hit, well, you just got a massive payday thanks to me. And I'm not even asking for anything. I'm not. Here are your home run plays. Let's go. Let's sort. Let's see the tool. I mean, you got a lot of options here. I'm just sorting at the top. Home run plays are normally up there. And I'm asking you to sign up for a 70% off your first month below. Wow. That seems like a pretty decent deal, does it not? Heim, Turner, Walker, Montero, Merrifield. These are your home run plays. And I will see you tomorrow.